This is the story of how my marriage ended. It might sound like a cliche tale of betrayal, secrets, and revenge, but I assure you, what happened to me was far from ordinary. I lived it. And if you think you know how it ends, you're wrong. I was married to Ethan Carter. When we first met, he was everything I thought I wanted: ambitious, charismatic, a man who seemed to know exactly where he was going. Our marriage started like a dream, but over the years, it became something very different. We lived in New York, in an apartment overlooking Central Park. We had everything money could buy: trips to Europe, dinners at the best restaurants, luxurious parties. But at the same time, something essential was missing. Ethan was not an affectionate man. He always said he showed love by providing comfort, and I believed that for years. I convinced myself that the problem was me, that maybe I was asking for too much. Then I met Alex. He was everything Ethan wasn't: simple, attentive, a man who made a point of looking me in the eyes when I spoke. Our first meeting was just a conversation. He told me about his paintings. I told him how I felt seeing them. It was strange and wonderful. For the first time in years, I felt like someone saw me for who I was. The casual meetings turned into something more. Walks in the park, hidden cafes, conversations that lasted hours. And then, inevitably, it became more than that. The problem is, secrets never stay buried for long. Ethan began to suspect. I can't say exactly how. Maybe it was a change in my behavior or simply the fact that he was a man who never tolerated losing control of anything. He hired a private investigator to follow me. Yes, a private investigator. I only found out later, but while I lived in that bubble of escape with Alex, Ethan was collecting evidence against me: photos, messages, even recordings. And when he had enough, he didn't confront me. No, Ethan wasn't that kind of man. He was a strategist, always planning his next move. What happened next destroyed everything, not just my marriage, but the idea that I could escape without consequences. But before I tell you how it ended, you need to understand exactly how it began. If you are enjoying my story, leave a comment if I should continue. So I know I am not telling this story to the walls. See you next time.